I've trained all the children at my summer camp to come to me whenever I play my recorder. Bunch of 5 to 11-year-olds are just following me wherever I go. I have so much power and I love it. It's the perfect time to teach them about trans.
I have so much power and I love it. It's the perfect time to teach them about trans.
That has to be a joke.
It's not. Non-binary camp counselor says he uses music to lure kids to him so he can talk to them about LGBTQ topics.
Do you know, sometimes I think they post TikToks to rile people up to react to them.
You think this is satire?
I would need to look into them a bit more. That's too short of a clip to go on.
Okay.
But if he is doing that, if that is the case, then obviously lock his ass up, because he's basically trying to make out like he's the Pied Piper, and he's luring these children to... What did the Pied Piper do in the end? Didn't he lure all the children away to teach the parents a lesson?
I don't know who that is.
You never heard the fairy tale The Pied Piper?
No.
He played his flute and all the children followed him, and
so maybe it is satire then, if that's the case.
Yeah, the Pied Piper's like an old fairy tale, but it's probably that he's playing on that because the Pied Piper lured children away from the village to teach the old people a lesson to not mess with him, and the children were never seen again. Something like that. It sounds like Pennywise the Clown, but if that's not satire and that's what you're doing to teach children about the upside down, then you're obviously a piece of shit. But
so just with this then, this is a preschool teacher.
Hi everyone! Hi everyone! I'm Leslie, and my pronouns are they, them. And I'm Ray. My pronouns are also they, them.
Who is employing these people? Who? Did the ground open up and Lucifer came out and took over schools? What the fuck is going on? There's one thing to express yourself as an adult, right? We can have discussions about that until we're blue in the face. But these are educators. They're supposed to be educating these children on reality.
They're supposed to be educating children on A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
That wasn't bad. Maybe you could be one of those TikTok streamers with your quick at talking.
Yeah.
And what are we celebrating this week, Ray? It is Non-Binary Awareness Week! And what does that mean? Well, that means if you don't feel like a boy in your heart, or a girl in your heart, or if you feel like neither, or both, you are seen, you are loved, and you are supported no matter what. That's right. We love you for who you are, no matter what you might look like on the outside. We know who you are on the inside. And to all of our friends who might not be non-binary, how can we help them support our non-binary friends? Well, you can always make sure you're using the right pronouns because you want to respect your friends. Well, what if somebody accidentally calls me the wrong pronoun and you're with me? What would you do? Oh, I would simply say, oh, excuse me, I see that you said she, but Leslie goes by they. That simple. That respectful. That is love. That is what being non-binary is about. We love you. We see you. Mwah!
You know what it is? It's just the whole concept of, like we're saying, if you're adults and that's how you want to express yourself, fine, but I don't understand how you can try and teach kids about this stuff when kids don't actually understand.
Again,
you're confusing the kids.
It's trying to appeal to people emotionally. If you don't say what I want you to say, you don't respect me. I'm sorry, that bullshit ain't gonna work on people anymore. If I believe something, you're going to respect me and how I see the world. And if we don't agree, then we don't talk. And that's it. If you don't want to affirm how I see the world, which is how everybody's been seeing it up until 15 minutes ago, that's fine. See it the way you want to see it. But you ain't going to make me say those. I'm not going to use preferred pronouns. I'm not doing it. Sometimes I do it by mistake. I've done it on here by mistake. It just slips out. But I'm not going to willingly do it. I'll call you by your name. Even if you change your name, I'll call you by your name. I won't dead name you. That's my middle ground. I'm not using preferred pronouns, and I encourage everybody that does not believe in that stuff to not do it either. If you're happy doing it, do it. But do not force this on children, because the difference there is that if Sabi decides to use your pronouns and I decide not to, that's a decision we've made as adults because we understand how the world works. Sabi's decided to affirm your feelings and I haven't. Those are decisions that we've made as adults. Children don't understand that. So what the children think's going on is that you are literally a they, them. That you are
You're just
literally a he,
confusing
him.
them, yeah.
You're confusing them. You're confusing children. As if we don't have enough degenerates as it is. I can't even imagine how fucked up the other generation is going to grow up. They don't even know left from right.
Yeah.
You're telling them up is down.
There's really literally just, you need to teach kids things, and then as they get older they can learn it themselves, or
You need to teach them the
maybe
truth.
once you get to secondary school, I don't know, but primary school kids where you need a puppet like that for, don't need to be learning it, because you're literally confusing them. They're going to grow up with fear to call people the wrong thing, and also you're just, it's...
You need to teach them the truth. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to focus on. They can make their own decisions when they are informed on how things work. As long as you do that, if a child grows up to become an adult and they decide to use neo-pronouns or whatever else you want to use, that's up to them. But they have gone through the education system, they understand how things work, and they've made their own decisions. You are forcing your ideology on them.
So there was this video that I saw, I didn't actually save it, and there was this guy that was saying he's got two sons. One's like 11 and one's 7. And he was taking them both for a doctor's appointment. The 11-year-old went into the appointment first. It was a mum who took them, not the dad. And as the 11-year-old's gone into the thing, the doctor has said to the son, do you identify as a boy or do you identify as a girl? The doctor said that. And it's like he said, thank God that happened when I wasn't there, because I would have reacted a lot different to my wife. And he said he was fuming to know that they potentially would have said that to his 7-year-old son.
Yeah. I would be fuming if I was a parent and I heard something like that. That's crazy. Do your damn job. Okay, you took an oath. Okay, stick by your oath.
Don't doctors need to know sort of biologically what you are anyway for health reasons, more so? To me, it just comes across as they're not trying to teach their kids that it's okay to be this way, or okay to be that way, or what do you feel like you are. They're teaching their kids to be the same as them. They're teaching their kids to be non-binary. They want their kids to be non-binary. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a case of actually understanding how your kid might feel and what feelings and emotions they have. It's brainwashing, like it's okay to be non-binary and you basically are non-binary. That's it. Because naturally as a kid as well, they're going to go, okay. And then they're going to come home, Daddy, I don't feel like a boy today. Because that's what they've been told and taught at school. It's not teaching awareness when it's kids, because whatever you tell kids, they're going to listen. Do you know what I'm saying? If a kid came to school and I said, if you mix yellow and blue together, you're going to get red. That's false information. You're not going to get red, but they're going to believe me because I'm the teacher and that's what I'm telling them.
What do you get? Is it orange?
I don't know, but it's definitely not red. Ain't it like, wait, yellow and blue, ain't it going to be green?
Maybe. Who cares?
Hey Siri, what does yellow and blue mixed together make?
Here's what I found
Green.
from family.com. Yellow and blue.
Okay, fair enough. The more you know. Yeah, these teachers, these doctors, everyone that is doing this to children, this is child abuse. Their licenses should be taken away from them as far as I'm concerned. I spoke to somebody the other day and they told me that they knew a couple that is raising a child as non-binary. And I didn't want to get into a whole like tiff about it, but I wanted to say that is insane.
So they're making the life choice for the kid. Is the whole point of this concept supposed to be for people to grow up and be who they want to be and feel their own emotions? Do you know what I'm saying? But when you're raising your kid as non-binary, you're making that decision for them. Do you know what I'm saying? If I was to raise my kid, let's say I had a son and I'm raising him and I'm saying, you are gay, you have to be gay. It's not fair. I'm not letting my kid have the choice whether he wants to be straight or not. You know what I'm saying?
But even just this whole gender practice thing, with sexuality, if a child is like a closet gay, that's one thing. And it's, obviously a sexuality that's based in reality. We understand that. Sometimes men want to sleep with men, sometimes women want to sleep with women. And I know people don't agree with it, or some people don't agree with it. That's up to you. But you don't tell a boy that he can become a girl. That's not based in reality. That can't happen. It will never be able to happen. We don't have the capacity to do that. Now, before someone says, yes, there are some animals that can do that, we are not them. We're human. Humans can't do that. There's no human throughout human history that has been able to do that. We can't move back and forth. They do it in fiction. I watch a show called Hell's Paradise. The characters in there morph between male and female, but it's fiction. It's fiction. It's not real. If you want to grow up and you want to get involved in that camp and you want to disassociate and believe whatever you want to believe, that's up to you. You're an adult. But children should not be taught these things. They don't understand. And we're going to have a whole generation of children growing up confused out of their minds. And then the ones that do get a clue and the ones that are like, hey, this isn't true. The ones that are detransitioning, you're going to pretend like they don't exist. Oh, it's just conservatives blowing the numbers out of proportion. No. There's those disagreements that can be had. But like I said before, for whatever reason, no matter what you present, very far left-leaning people, they'll always say, why have you got a problem with this? And I can never understand how someone can watch a video like that and ask that question. Are you crazy? How can we not have a problem with this? Did we watch the same video? You're lying to these children. The education system's bad enough, okay? They lie enough in the education system about you confusing children to that level.